streaming. Start streaming. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Omega here, eating some chips. Hear that crunch? So good. What does that crunch even sound like? Darn it. My latency is so low that I can't, like, look and see it. That's okay. Hello, everybody. We're going to be doing some programming in Godot and maybe a little bit of C++ on Linux and chilling with that, I guess. I gotta, like, be away from the mic so you guys don't hear, like, crunchy crunch. Unless you guys like the ASMR of crunchy crunch. I don't think you care for ASMR of crunchy crunch, though. So we're going to back away from the mic a little bit. Alright. So, yesterday we left off where we can actually, officially, ls... Wait, there we go. Wait, that was... What just happened there? Wait, I'm so confused. I am very confused. Why did it just be like, no? Was that an efficiency thing? Was it like starting a thread? Wait, whoa. Did that just start a thread and then like not send it? No, then now it's fine. Maybe it needs a warm up. If I do ls-l, it does give me like all the goodies. Alright, so what's today's goal? We accomplished our goal yesterday where we got input to output. I'm trying to think of what today's goal is. Just trying to figure out what is our goal today. I'm thinking maybe we should scrum that, or just look at our scrum board. Let me pull up my GitHub on the side here. Also, we should probably commit a lot of our stuff because we did a lot of stuff, so we should probably commit this stuff a little bit. Here. Oh, what? Whoa! What the flip? I did not know you could, like... Whoa, that's actually kind of cool. That's pretty sick. I didn't realize you could, like, literally, like, zoom in on, like the whole desktop. That's actually... Wow, that's cool. That's really cool. Actually, where are we? We need to be in a certain directory. Let me, like, open this in a directory. Open terminal here. Alright, so we're in this directory. ls, or git status. Git add. We gotta add some stuff. Add do the stuff. I think where are we? pwd. Even though it's literally written there, I just can't read it that well in blue. I need to probably change my color scheme so it's not blue. Also, I probably should like increase the size so we can actually see what's going on here. See, look at this. Alright, so what are we doing? Okay, git status. Alright, get status. We want to commit up our changes from yesterday because I did not do that, and it's always good to commit up your changes. So we're going to do git add, and then we're going to add a couple things. We want to add that. We want to add... I don't know if we need to add that one specifically. Add that. What's the UID file? Where are those file types? Anybody know? Added or got input to output functionality. Yes. And git push. Git push origin main. What? We just committed a new thing. Wait, git, what branch are we on? We're on branch master. Git, push, origin, master. Because we're the master. Oh. Wait, what? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Git merge conflicts and whatnot. You gotta love frickin' stuff, huh? Gotta love it. Just gotta love it. Got my repositories in GitHub. This is Waterfall Terminal. This is my thing where there's two branches, main and master. Main branch, looks like main branch is in line. So theoretically, we should be able to just push it up, right? Right? Wait, what's master branch all about right now? What's master branch look like? Master branch is weird. Master branch is all weird and broken. Git merge. How do you do it? Master to main? Is that how you do it? What the frick? Git push origin main. No, not everything is up to date. I know it's not. There is a commit in here. I am really annoyed that this is not letting me commit this stuff. Alright, git add. Let's add some of these things then, maybe. I don't know. Probably should add these then, I guess. I don't know what these UID files are. What are these UID files? Let's pull up Godot real quick. What's UID files? I don't know. Some kind of hidden file type. Hopefully it's not a config kind of file type, because that would be a pain in the butt, but we're going to do it anyways. Git status, git commit. I'm just going to do that. Git deploy, git push origin main. Git push dash f origin program. What the? Origin. Origin main. Why is it like thinking that we are in line with? No, we are not in line. I just did a commit. There is no way we are in line with not origin main. What's a flip? Look at that. See, last week. Right? Gosh darn it. Where's my... I need to... Double checking. Is this thing right? Origin already exists. Git pull. It's gonna be like, oh, override, blah blah blah. Git pull. Origin main. Gosh. Everything is not up to date. What the flippin' coding gods help me, please. I don't know how this thing's not being... I don't know. Sorry, I'm like eating because I'm snacking. This is not stress stacking. Don't worry, it's not stress snacking. It's just me eating lunch. Maybe. Would you classify this as lunch? I don't know. It's not lunch. Chips is not a good lunch. Alright, we have a commit. We are ahead of... See, look. See? There's differences. There is differences right there. Look at all those differences. Now do git push dash f origin main. Do it! Capital F. Do it. Wait, is capital F not... I thought it was like another like force one. I don't know. Is that not a thing? Push all branches, get push dash all. We could do that. Alright, we just pushed the origin master. How do we merge? It's been a while since I did a merge. I've always done pull requests. Maybe we gotta do a pull request kind of thing. Hello Shiba, how are you doing? No, we already added all this stuff and committed and everything. I think it's because we're on a different branch. even though I'm trying to, yeah, right here. Okay, here we are. Compare and pull request. Here we are. Compare. Master to main. The best, or we got alpha demo 1 can do thing. Let's do the stupidest of things. All right. I guess I should do some standard stuff and be like, what's our file changes? File changes, we got rid of a couple things. We added a couple things. Cool, cool, cool. That looks good to me. Merge pull request. Commit merge. But yeah, look at that. We've done pull requests, guys. We know how to do these things. So now when we go back to our code, we have main just now, 4 minutes ago, committed in. Well done, everybody. Well done indeed. Woohoo. Alright, now let's do git. Check out main. Git pull origin main. No merge. Yeah, no merge conflicts. Woo woo. Yeah, that's what we like. Git status. We are on main branch now. Files have been modified outside. Blah 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 blah. Reload from disk. Let's see if we broke this thing. Did we break it? So for some reason I do see there's a bug here. There's a bug where when we use the mouse to grab it, it does not work. So that might be something we need to fix. But yeah, having main and master is confusing. It is kind of confusing because most people either use main or they use master. They don't use both. I think as I made master because main was being a pain, then I got main actually in line with master, and now it's like, okay, I probably should delete one or the other, do something like that. Actually, I think we messed up our branches, huh? No, this is branch rule set. What I'm trying to look for is I'm trying to leave wherever. Isn't there a thing to like see what's the main what's the main stuff in your project? Let me go back. Yeah, main is default. Alright, main is default. We should probably get rid of this master branch then, I imagine. One commit behind main. Wait, really? It's not behind main. What are you talking about? Can you delete a branch via GitHub? I've never actually deleted a branch in GitHub before. Nope, I don't know. I've never actually done that in GitHub. I've worked on other platforms where basically once you merge it, it actually gets rid of that, or it has a easy thing where you can, oh, here we are, look at that. So we got 2 minutes ago, so that's in line. Active branches. So can we like, oh, we can rename branches. Why don't we just rename this master branch to be like working 1, or I don't know, omega given 1. We might need more in the future. Let's just rename this branch. I think that might be a little bit better because we probably should work on a separate branch system. Now, did that work? Let me refresh this. There we go. Look at that. Refreshed. We are on a new branch now. We're on omega given 1. Except that might mess up our local repository. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Actually, hey guys, do we want to use our thing? Git status. Look at that, on branch. We can use our project to do our bidding. How does that sound, huh? It's actually kind of cool that we could do that probably if we really wanted to. I need to fix the UI though. Like this is all prototyped and it's like really garbage looking. All right. Git branch. We're on main. Git. Wait. What's up? Whoa. That's okay. So there's a couple bugs I've noticed. A couple bugs. bug number 1. Let me go to our input controller. Bug number 1 is our focus manager. No, it's our focus manager. Bug number 1 that we could probably fix right now is when once we click in to focus, it is not actually focusing. And it's right here. This is why. The mouse keys are not focusing on it. It's not grabbing it and actually focusing on it. Yo, Josh, what's up? Yes, the same project. I'm doing fine. We went on a run with my wife and child and dog, and they're now out hanging out with their girlfriends or whatever, you know, doing their thing. So we got time to program something or fix some bugs or think about stuff. I don't do stuff. And I'm eating chips. Is Bubble Terminal node made in a GD extension? Wait. Are you talking about, what do you think? What are you looking at? Bubble Terminal node? Like, you're using all the terminology that I'm kind of like throwing on stuff, which is cool because you're actually reading my code. But I'm wondering where did you read that? So, wait, where did you read that? Yeah, so this terminal object right here is something that I programmed myself. It's literally just a one-liner basically in C++. That's just like take in object, execute to command line, return output. That's basically all it is. I might expand upon that at some time, at some point, but yeah. What's the time there? I am in the U.S. It is in early afternoon. It's early afternoon right now. But yeah. So we need to fix this input or the focus manager so that when we click with a mouse and not just tabbing with the keyboard. Do I press tab with my pinky? Wait, what? No, I press tab with my pinky. All right, when we tab with the keyboard, it goes in. Because right now, all we're doing is if tab key is pressed. We need to make it so we need to make it so that this also focuses on that node that is clicked on. So let's let's copilot that. Let's go and ask AI that, because I am trying to think how. I don't remember how to do mouse controls because I never actually have done mouse controls too much in GD or in GD script slash whatever you call this freaking thing. So whatever you call Godot. So we'll figure that out in a second. Does it work when exported? Oh, are you talking about the terminal stuff? No, I completely compiled Godot. So if I show you. So literally, in Godot, like this is the Godot this is actually Godot uncompiled. I added under modules, terminal, and then yeah, it's right here. So this is what I added. Very very simple like thing. All it does is literally. Do you want to server started? No, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you can see just like literally it's just this run command, as you can see here. Wait, we're right here. So I'm literally just doing the run command right there. So I'm literally just doing that run command that I programmed into here, where it just basically takes in whatever characters, opens a pipeline to the terminal to a terminal basically, and runs it, grabs the data from it, and returns it. That's basically all it does. It's a very simple thing. And then I compiled Godot. So that's how I did that. But we want to. I just gave. This is solid foundation of a custom focus manager in Godot. You're handling the tab navigation well, including shift tab and reverse cycling, and allowing both control nodes and custom nodes to focus on. Here are a few ideas and enhancements. All right. Here we are. Mouse interaction sync. This is what I needed. If a user clicks on a focusable node manually, you might want to update it. So yes, function set current node. So how does this have it do right now? Let me go to the focus manager really quick. Is it using a new thing, or is it using one of mine? No, it's not using one of mine. So this is saying basically set current node var focusable define node if index is greater than or equal to 1. Index blah, 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 blah. How does that work? I want to do for where when I use the mouse it focuses on things. Yeah, let's just do it that. Okay, so step 1, connect mouse focus events. Okay, so function register focusable. In each focusable node, like a control, connect the focus enter signal to your manager. The signal is triggered when the node gains focus, whether by keyboard, node, mouse, or script. If node is control, node.connect, focus entered, self node. Yeah, let's steal this code. Let's go for it. Let's steal this code right here. We just need these 2 lines, which is because it's basically the same thing as what we have. There we go. It's right there. Update the focus manager on the mouse. Oh wait, what's going on here? Use space characters. Gosh freaking darn it, AI. Actually, it's not AI. This is actually Godot. Godot is a pain in the butt when it comes to like spacing and whatnot. Crap. Just freaking hate. Like, look at that. It's literally one freaking space is what's ruining my script. Right? What? Wait, what? Too many arguments for connect. Oh, okay, I see. Expected 3, but received 4. Interesting. You making C++ modules. I only use Godot extension right now. How long does it take to recompile Godot on average? I think it took me about solid 10 minutes. Solid 10 minutes to recompile Godot. I do have a pretty powerful computer though. I don't know how fast it's supposed to be, but maybe that's low, maybe that's fast, I don't know. Like, recompiling from scratch, it takes like 10 minutes. I think when I only change like one module and recompile it, it's actually a lot faster because it kind of caches everything, I think, or something like that. But yeah. Alright, connect object takes in a signal string, callable, flag, in which is int, and we are giving it a signal, which is a focus entered is signal, a string name, or a callable. I don't know if we want this self then. Wait. Flags int. Connects my signal. 1 second. Let me pass this error. I don't know too much about how this connect object. Let me throw this into the AI and have it clean it up for me. Godot 4, the connect method only accepts 3 arguments. Yeah. Okay, what is accept? Focus entered in that? Okay, so we're just ignoring the node. Invalid argument for connect. Arguments 2 should be callable, but is focus manager. Maybe it's that. What? Wait, what? It's callable, but it says node. Node dot self. Wait, it needs to be. What? One second. Let me get this AI to be in line with what we're trying to do. Expect a callable as a second, not just object method name like in Godot 3. Here's how to fix it. Interesting. Does that really do it? I don't know if that's exactly how it's supposed to be done. I don't know. This is just using Godot scripting and whatnot. Well, that did it, but I don't think that's exactly what we're going to go for. We'll see. Let me go back up. I think we had to edit something else or add something else here. Add this method to your right, we did that. Add this method to your script to handle the signal. So basically what we're doing is focus with the find index -1 current index blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, I think that makes sense. It's basically just like trying to search for like what that node that we clicked on is in our focusables. So I think that's basically what it's doing. So it's like grabbing the focusables, lots of spacing errors because freaking AI sucks at spacing errors. Oh yeah, all right, there we are. 2 arguments, connect, callable, blah 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 blah. I guess yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like maybe it's like 2 arguments isn't enough, but maybe that's all it needs. I don't know. We'll see. This is more of like black box kind of dealing. I don't know if I understand half of what it's trying to do. All right. Nope, it's not focused. Cough. Sorry. Okay, so we're still having issues where the mouse is focusing it, but not focusing it according to the focus manager. Gosh, I'm like dying here from like this water. This water's killing me. Who knew water could kill you so easily? All right, so am I missing something? Let me see here. What am I missing? Connect mouse focus. Basically do that. Step 2, update mouse focus manager on focus. Optional cleanup, blah, blah, blah. Current index equals index. Current index equals node. Or current node equals node. Update. I don't think this is quite doing what we wanted to do. All right, so let me think through this. This we might have to dive into the actual black box of this all. So, register focusable. If node not in focusable, focus.append node. If node is control, node.connect focus entered callable. So we're basically connecting 2 things. We're connecting the input of focus entered. I think that's a property, right? No, not a property. How is select all on focus, deselect on focus. Here we are. Focus. If I did like node dot focus entered, basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to take this event, this game action event, and then tie that to the function that that the AI just gave us, which is like the unregistered blah blah blah. Wait a minute, debugger. There's 2 debug issues. What is this? Focus entered is not callable. Node blah blah blah. Focus entered. Method expected 1 argument, but called was 0. What's callable? What is this thing? It's class. Argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. On node focus entered. On node focus entered. Because we have two different types of focus. We're trying to get our personal focus manager in line with Godot's focus manager. Because Godot has its own focus manager. You can only have one thing focused. Or actually, can you have multiple? Maybe you can have multiple. I don't know exactly. Also, I need to turn my fan on. But I have a light switch off. I need to go turn on. Oh, light switch. It's freaking hot. All right. So on node focus entered. We need to get this to be in line. So this is for tabbing. Here, let me put some comments in here so we can understand later. This manages tabbing forward and back of focusable nodes. All right, there you go. That like, it should technically like be self-explanatory, but the tabbing part is like the specific one that we want to like call out and be like, that's what that does. Input, if input event, input key, event press, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to think, because when I click on an object, it signals to Godot that it is focused, like it has entered focus. So that is something that cues off. Now how we grab that is we need to create an event. Oh gosh, I'm always so bad at trying to understand how events work. This doesn't work. We set up connect properly. Because I think I see what the AI is trying to do. The AI is telling us that we need to connect that node, like this node focus entered, and to this function, which this function would then basically set our current node to it. That's basically what it's doing. But the problem is this connect. I don't think the AI understands what this connect function is all about. If there's control, connect that. Correct signal connection. You're right to flag this. There are a couple of issues in your current setup that are preventing. Gosh darn it! It's like it's doing this thing. This is one thing I hate about AIs is like it does its thing where like it's trying to generate an answer, then it stops halfway through, and it's like, are you gonna go on? Come on. Yeah, this AI is just being a pain in the butt right now. All right, so we get rid of focus because yeah, that's kind of counterintuitive because Godot's going to handle that focus on its own. Like when you click on it, it will no matter what focus it, unless we detach that. Where did you use register focusable function? Register focusable. That is run. Good point. Oh, register focusable is called when there is a new node added anywhere. So what calls it is the node itself. So for example, our line input, like our input line, that calls that. It's right here on ready. It focuses and adds it to be something that can be focused on. So that's where that's used. Man, you're good. You're good at spotting things. Good job. I'll give you a gold star. Sorry if that does not meant to be demeaning. You're actually like pretty good at seeing like certain things and like what they might be doing. All right, actually that's really good. Or well, this is why I put these comments here, because upon creation of a new object, make sure to call this function to add that new object. Call this function in that object to add it to the focusable list. That's a good thing to note. I'm pretty sure that at some point later on, this is all going to be like go out of my mind. I'm going to forget what this does, and I'm like, where is this used? And like, I'm just going to have to control F it, and I'm like, oh, if I just read the comment, it's there. Focus entered has no arguments. You're right. Focus entered is a event type in Godot, I'm pretty sure. So that's something that like we just connect to or whatever. Let me look at some things though. Fix the signal handler. Because right now it's having issues with onFocus entered method expects one argument but called 0. We need to add that to how do we pass that node in? Here, let me like copy that error and throw that into the AI. I don't know exactly how, because this is an event, but how do you have this event? But your face has one argument. Yeah, I know. Yeah. You're right. You're following. You're following. Good. You need to update your signal handler to not expect any parameters and instead use getSignalSender to figure out which node triggered the signal. So function on blah 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 entered node. Yes. How do we know what this node is? We need to know what node is. GetSignalSender. Okay, this has me do something interesting. This has me use Godot's signal sender function to grab what that node was. GetSignalSender not found in base self. Oh. I just like threw that at the AI, but now that I look at it, I'm kind of wondering why this works, blah blah blah. That's a key detail. Thank you for catching it. The method signal sender no longer exists. Instead, use the callable with bounds arguments. Approach or restructure your signal connection to capture the sender directly. Use a lambda to capture the sender. Okay, so in register focusable, we need to. Oh, actually no, it's fine. We can leave that. We're good. If okay, I think I finally did something that looks correct. It's basically turning this into that. And then we want to replace that with what we had before. Yeah. Maybe. All right. That way we're actually passing that node in. We need to pass that node in for it to work. So I do this. Click it, ls. It works! Oh yeah, baby, we fixed it. We fixed it. Wait a minute. It's not giving us the... Wait. It's not giving us an output of an unknown command. Interesting. So we might need to go and edit our C++ function, because I think we need that C++ function to output any buffered object, like any of the the output, just anything, even if it's command F, like bad. But I don't find that, like, we got a whole bunch of other stuff to do. I don't feel like recompiling something right now. So I think in the meantime, let's just log that as an issue. New issue. Fix C++ terminal to pass errored buffer, as well as the basic successful output. Yeah, that's a thing. All right, cool. We'll log that, put that for something to do another day. All right, so we fixed the bug. That's what we did today. We need to now, what do we do now? I feel like we have time for like one more thing. We could do something more. Maybe we do dive in, go into C++ again, and build out this module. Yeah, I think we might need to do that. Here, let's do that. Let me go to this. Let me copy this over into our nice, delicious C++ or our delicious whatever chat, and be like, we are using this in Godot to send commands to the terminal, but we want a more, is robust the right word? A more, a better universal system that can do the following. Grab the current directory. So we need a function to be able to grab the current directory, because we need to be able to grab that directory so we can make a directory object that we can build out from there on. That's something that we have in our issues that we want to do. We need to do that. We need to do pass all output, or no, pass output from the terminal object in two forms. Successful command output, and errored command output. So I wanted to have those separated, like segregated a little bit, because I might want, I just want that like I'll probably treat it as the same, but I think at some point we might want to do some kind of flagging system where when it errors your command, it can maybe take that error and do something more with it rather than just display it. Like maybe it like tries to parse and do what it thinks you're trying to do, and like maybe runs that. So it's like, hey, this erred, but we ran this instead, did this, and we only do that on like certain kind of things. We don't want to do like that on crazy stuff like that. It would wreck your computer. Like we're not going to do that on remove things. But I think we'll do that for like helpful things that might, I don't know, Just like if you type CD wrong, but you did C and then like some whatever directory, then it's like, hey, I see you said C, some other directory, and you have no aliases. I'm assuming you did CD, or you wanted CD, so we CD'd for you, and it CDs for you. And then you have an undo button that undoes whatever you do. I kind of think that like Control Z would be a great undo button. Yeah, how cool would it be if you had literally a Control Z in the terminal that undoes what you just did? Like, that'd be so epic. Oh my gosh, that's a feature. Guys, we're adding that as a feature. Where's my thing? Where's my oh, here it is. It's over here. Issue. That would be so helpful. Like, gosh, that would be so helpful. Like an undo button for a terminal. The undo button. Undo button for terminals. Like Control Z basically does the undo. As well as its normal functionality of breaking command line. So Control Z oftentimes, like you use Control Z to like break, let's say like Python script. So that's something that you'd probably want to do. So we're gonna add that there. That'll be a cool feature. That'll be a really cool feature. I would love that feature. And that would be like very purposeful of like the whole idea that like, you know, you are making those kind of mistakes. All right, so we want to grab the current output. Or grab the current directory. We want to pass output from the terminal from the terminal object in two forms: successful output and errored output. Is there anything else that we need to run to like figure out what we're doing? Because I'm kind of wondering if there's something that I'm not accounting for with the difference of shells. So I'm on Arch Linux technically, and Arch Linux uses fish as a basic terminal thing, not bash. So I'm wondering if there's a difference in those two that might cause issues for people that want to use a certain terminal over another terminal, like a bash terminal versus the fish terminal versus what other terminal emulator that's built on. But I think that might be something that we'll just keep in mind. We'll come back to a later date. I'll enter this and see what it has for us to do. You're on the right track with your terminal, especially distinguish. Okay. All right, you want to run shell commands against expose the current working directory, return structured results to Godot, success versus error. All right, so improved run command. So, oh gosh, no, we don't want it to just be a run command. We don't want this module to be a run command. Oh wait, a method to get current directory. All right, that's more like it. Wait, how does that get? Wait. How does that get the current directory with the current or work? Let me see. Get current directory. Charge. Get CWD size of the else unable to get current directory. Wait, what? Can't wait to run Vim in Godot to code in Godot. Oh gosh. That's a whole new level of Vim and Godot to run Godot. That would be very interesting. All right, let's switch gears because we don't need to look at Godot anymore because we're actually going to be going to the command line. So let's. Where are we right now? We're in. Wait, ls? Yeah, alright. Code dot. Alright, here we are. Vim's, or not Vim, we're in Visual Studio Code Helldiver theme. For any of you guys that don't know, I actually made my own Visual Studio Code Helldiver theme. So go download it on the Visual Studio Code Marketplace. It's super awesome. Support managed democracy. That's what I say. Yeah, you can just see right here, made of Omega given. Go for it, guys. It's awesome. All right, but what we want to do here is we want to change this up a bit. So we want it to output a few things. I'm probably going to just basically overwrite dictionary terminal run command. I'm right now looking at the here. Let me copy this output over here and like put this in here. Oh wait, what the? That wasn't what I was copying. All right, so this is what it basically is giving me to do instead. Basically, instead of a string run command, it's giving us a dictionary now. So we'll have to parse that differently. So string output, an array, buffer. Okay, so file pipe open a command cr if pipe success equals false and output equals failed to open pipe. Result. Okay. Wow. Blah blah blah. I'm not that much. I don't know how to code C++ that much, just saying. So I'm kind of just trying to get a basic of like understand of like kind of what it might be doing. So it grabs the output. Input success with success, output's result of success or output. Okay, so that basically gives us a dictionary of a successful operation versus the output operation. So then we're gonna have to so we're basically gonna have to figure out what kind of success versus what kind of or false, not success it is, and output accordingly. So currently, what this is doing is when you run a command, it basically opens up a shell, runs that command, gets the result, puts it back. Next time you run a command, it opens up another shell. So it's like this very open up shell after shell after shell after shell. And I'm kind of wondering if that's not the best way to do it. I'm wondering if it's more of we want to open a shell and maintain that shell upon creation of a object. So like when that input line is like created in Godot, it is tied to making a new terminal. And so that every input line in my Godot thing has its own terminal that it maintains to be opened to be able to run things. Is that a good system? Or is it better to... I think it's to the drawing board, guys. Literally, the draw board. Godot, or draw.io. Draw.io time, boys. Wait, did it not open my thing? I want to open. Open recent. Wait, what? Gosh, freaking darn. My thing is not sensing my last file I opened. Waterfall terminal? My draw.io. Open in this window. Discard changes. Alright. Alright, this is our text character system. Or actually, no. That's our text character system. That's our text character system. Alright, okay, so we want to think about this. We have input line. Object. Input line object, which is in a bubble object. Two back. Alright. We got an input object in a bubble object. And we have an output object. So upon creation of this set of objects, Yeah, upon creation of this set of objects, we have two ways to go. We have the route where we open or create a opened bash shell in backend. So we have that, create an open backend thing, or upon entering command, create shell and send command, then close. That's basically what's happening. It's kind of happening really quick and all at once. I actually don't know if it's closing. I don't know if it'd be successfully closing, to be honest. So that might be an issue. So we have that. It either does one of those two things. So let's look at all of our use cases. What's all of our use cases here? We need to think about our use cases. All right, use cases. So use cases are basically we have people that are doing one-off things, like a ls command, ls, cd, stuff like that. Actually, let's actually, I want to see what, because right now it's running as if it's a new command every time, right? So it's ls, I'm going to pay more attention to this right here. Like this down below. So we're here in this directory, right? So if we cd out of this directory, and then ls again. Wait, no, do we? See, look, that's the issue. That's our issue right there. We can't run one-off commands, because if we run one-off commands, like a cd ... it don't do nothing. It like literally just, it literally just, you know, is sitting there, and it drops off that thing to my RAM or cache to be cleaned up later on. But next time I run a new command, it's like, oh, pop back where you were, not where we were trying to do. So we do need to open up a consistent shell with every bubble object as if it's its own shell. So we need to have consistent shells doing that. Else, the workaround for if we wanted to keep the other system is that we have to keep that directory and cd into that directory in the back end every single time they do stuff, especially if they're navigating. That could also run into a lot of issues with us, like on our end. I'd rather the user have to deal with that crap. And user should deal with that crap, to be honest, not the engine. So yes, let's this is the bad thing to do, or yeah, this is a bad thing to do. We don't want this. This is bad. This is bad. Can I I don't know. Bad. I don't know. That bad. This is good. Green for good. That bad, that good. So navigation is basically the main thing that has it. So now, with that in mind, can we keep that output functionality, but a terminal object doesn't create a new command line, but maintains a consistent shell as right now we can't do shell navigation, as every command is in a new shell. Alright, let's see if AI understands what I'm getting at and if they can actually do like that stuff. The need for a persistent shell session rather than spawning a new shell for each command. This is essential if you want to maintain state across commands, like change directories, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. This is why you got to go to the drawing board, guys. You got to go to the drawing board so you can make these kind of notes and actually make meaningful changes to your code. Oftentimes people make so many changes, go through errors, go redesign. It's like, just sit down, take a second, draw it out, what you're trying to do. You draw it out a couple of use cases, see what best matches your use cases, and then build it from there. Leads to less coding, which people like to code, they like to code, but like, if you're coding just the code, why don't you code success, not code failures that you have to fix? All right. All right, so here we are. All right, so start shell, send command. Send command. Does this like, wait, how does this work? We still need to get that directory thing. Can you include the get directory part? I feel like that's something we really need and we just want. You know what? Maybe we don't need the get directory thing. Maybe we literally from our Godot engine just run that pwd. It literally is doing that right here. So it's like, which one? Actually, no. How fast is pwd? Because maybe we don't want to run a pwd command. Actually, I don't think it matters. If you run a interpretation of a command that does a said command versus running a command that runs this command, is that the same exact runtime? Is it the same runtime? I don't know if it'd be the same runtime. Either way, I think we want to do this. We want, where's my VS Code? Let me double check all the stuff. So it wants me to do pty on still. Okay, it has a lot of other different strings and we're gonna have to edit this later on. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, there's a few things with this that I think there's issues in. Wait. Okay, for one, this is bad. We don't like that. Okay. Put it all together, as well as the terminal.h file, the sc sub file, the register types .h and cpp files, and the config.py files. I'm lazy. I don't feel like figuring out what's all the different dependencies we have to throw in here and whatnot to make this compile correctly. But we're gonna have to go back to the compile board. Woo, compile! All right, so terminal.h. It's gonna now look something like that instead. That looks a little bit better. Yep. All right. All right. The actual terminal.cpp. Wait. CPP. It's gonna look like something like that. Yes. All right. Register our types. Where's our register types? That H file. 1 second. I need to check. I need to probably keep note of this. This might throw errors later on when we're compiling. But I just we'll keep a note of that. I don't think that maybe it will, maybe it won't. We don't know. What are we changing from here? We're changing a little bit of how it's. Oh, whoops. Oh, what the frick? Wait, are we getting rid of? We're going to give it a try. I think there's a slight issue where we might need to fill this out later on so we can close terminals cleanly on your system, or else it's going to leave open a bunch of terminals that people don't want to have on their systems. So that could be something that we have to think about. All right, the SE sub file. Yeah, I think it should be fine. And the config file. Okay, we don't think we have to do anything with that. All right, I think we're good. I think we have this. Chat is very lively today. Yes, you know. I think we're all good. All right, let's minimize that. Let's bring up our terminal. Let's get the compiling, shall we? So you're doing Godot. So we're in Godot. Do I have the commands I use to compile Godot? Compiling Godot. Excellent. I do have the command I used. Sweet. Ah, frick. I haven't compiled on... I haven't compiled on Arch Linux yet, so I need to... Pacman-S... S or scons? Sudo... Yes. Oh, which building. We got errors. And the error is in, what is that? Register module types. Register module types. Wait. Why? Why do we not save? One second. Let me double check that we saved all these files. Control S, Control S, Control S, Control S. Try that again? What? Why? Compiling errors. You gotta love it. Too many arguments to function void blah blah blah. P level. Uninitialized terminal module. Uninitialized terminal module. Why, oh why does this thing like to err? I don't know why it does. I'm trying to figure this out, and I do see some errors. AI, please help me out. It's that looks like my old code, but it's This error is clean and fixable. The issue is the Godot module expects your blah 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 and initialize blah 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 except to the function to accept blah 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 argument, but your declarator doesn't include it. Include oh wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh. What does P level mean? Literally the same thing. They're the same thing. Where's your types function? Yeah, I think we just keep it the same old, right? I think we keep it the same old. All right, let's try it again. Compile, compile, compile. We like it compiled, yeah. It's 13% compiled. All right, well, while that compiles, shall we play a game or something like that? I don't know. We're just waiting here. Shall we play some Osu? Actually, this Osu is not the Osu that we're looking for. I used to do this when we were on my other system, but right now we're not logged in at all. So there's literally no beat maps at all. So we can't really do Osu. Yo, bro, Godot has OS to execute method. So you got a good point there, Shiba. You got a good point there. I'm wondering though, is that os.execute method actually maintain the directories? Does it? It might not. So that's the main argument. Ah, frick. Oh, it does? Frick. Am I doing something that I don't need to do? Gosh darn it, don't make me look stupid. I'm doing something cool here, man. Also, what's this? What's going on here? Looks like that's just I'm including something I don't use. That looks like what it looks like. Like, give me a second here. We're gonna try your thing. Are you about to make me look stupid? What is execute? What is OS execute? Path argument. Wait, path string executes the given process in a blocking way. The file specific and path must exist and be executable. The system path resolution will be used. The arguments are used in the given order, separated by spaces. Having quotes, if an output array is provided, the complete shell output of the process is appended to output as a single string element. String array is true output. Find key code from string. Wait. Huh. Give me a second. We're gonna try this. You're about to make me look. Invalid assignment of property or key text with value int on an base object of type text edit. Wait, what? Oh, because it's returning an array. What's the return method of these things? This method is implemented on Android and Windows. Okay. Oh, yeah, if you want to share your Godot project, you can, I guess, if you want. Or your whatever, GitHub, that's fine with me. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. So it kind of does that. This is the output we want to print. Here, let me comment a couple things out and try this just bare bones. We got a warning here. What's this warning? Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, let's try this again. Probably should do the clear function. It might work on Linux. It should work on Linux according to this documentation I'm reading right here. It says it should work on like everything. This method is implemented on Android Windows. Yeah, it should work. So the real question at hand is I'm trying to figure out how we parse this output that this thing does. A file specified in path must exist and be executable. Ah, gosh darn it. An output array is provided. The complete shell output of the process is appended to output as a single string. Oh my gosh, that does not look fun. If read string is true, the output to standard error stream is also appended to the array. On Windows, if open console is true, okay. If you wish to access a shell built in or execute a composite command, a specific shell can be invoked, for example. But ask ChatGPT, not real coding, you should implement yourself. Yeah, like, well, the thing is, if this is already a built-in function in Godot, we might as well use it, but there might be limitations to it, and that's what I'm trying to decipher, if there's a limitation to it, to my future dream of this project. Because if not, then this could be our solution of, like, ever having to even do C++ in the first place. Which I enjoyed doing the C++ because it's kind of like, it's my own thing, I guess, even though a lot of it's AI, but, like, it's my ideas of where I'm trying to go with the project. Oh, why? Oh, why? Let me print the exit code as well. Wait. What was exit code? It's a var. Yeah, it's a var. Okay, fine. Here, let me rerun. I don't know why it's not working. I wrote make dir worked. Error for unknown commands, but when typed in Vim, it crashed. Oh, Vim did something weird. It did like pause for a second. Why is my thing not returning anything? Am I... Here, do I need to like pass in the path and whatnot? Here, let me just pass this into like... In Godot, I'm trying to run the OS execute command, but getting nothing output. I don't think I'm using this execute command properly, so maybe this will help me fix it. Expects the command to be split into program name, a list of arguments, and optional output capture flag, which doesn't get parsed into command and arguments properly. Use the correct signature. So it needs... Display output in a scrollable edit thing. Handle errors gracefully if the command. The self.text, or here. Let me just give it. Let me give it everything. This is everything. It's a line edit, so I don't feel like inputting ls and such. Because that's just like not good coding to like input like the ls stuff and whatnot there. That's just not fun. You want to run shell commands typed by the user CDLS without needing to split them manually or work and blah blah blah, but not behaving the way you expected. Blah 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 doesn't work. Blah blah blah. Use shell interpret full command. Okay, let's. Since we're like, this is like nothing right here, we can easily revert back if we wanted to. I'm just gonna like put that in there. This is what AI gave us. I am so flippin' sick of freaking Godot's edit crap tool. Finally. Okay, booyah. Alright, so what does this do? This takes output, takes command, self.text is the command. So it basically says, hey, bash this, C command, output, true. This is going to be an error probably, but we're going to run it anyways because I want to try this thing out. Breaks. Told you it's gonna break. Wait, let me. Non-existent function join in base array. Wait, what? Wait, how did this is a weird thing for it to like fail on that? Actually, I wasn't expecting to fail on that kind of thing. Huh. One second. We do this, and this. We do all that stuff. We do whatever stuff. Join non-exist. Yeah. I got that. I was trying to. Are you trying to figure out why shell doesn't work if you're trying commands? That's what I figured we're trying to do. Yeah, we're testing with this right here, os dot whatever. This is apparently Godot's execution of the command line. So I'm just for one trying it, then I want to see what its limitations are, if there is limitations. Maybe there's pseudo limitations. Maybe. That could throw a pipe wrench and all this stuff theoretically. Configure string entities join. Wait, there's no such thing as join. Gosh. I don't care. I'm just copying AI at this point, guys. Yeah, I'm vibe coding. 100%. Woot woot. That's how we do things here. It is really trying to use join. Why is it trying to use join? Packed string array. Wait. Just freaking output. Just output the freaking text. I don't care. Just do it. Output module's label or output module has set text. I don't even think this. I think it overwrote my one thing, and I don't think we wanted to do that. But screw it. I don't care anymore. Yeah. We don't care anymore. We're just saying screw it. Invalid assignment. Property text with the key value array. Okay. It did. No such thing as arrays, or gosh, freaking or thing as join on an array. That's what it is. Join. This thing is being a pain in the butt. Correct way to join an array. Oh my freaking gosh! We're in Godot here, not in freaking Python. I feel like it thinks we're in Python right now, right? I'm pretty sure it thinks we're in Python. Okay, we'll give it one more try. Maybe join is a thing, but it's just we're not, we're whatever. We're doing things. We're doing things. Let's ls. Yay. All right. pwd. Yay. All right. cd. I need to make this full size to the page. Should we here? Let's do a little UI enhancement thing here. I want to make this the full size of the page. Let's figure out how to like mold this thing to what we need it to be. All right, we're in input. How do you stretch this thing out to be like what you want it to be? Oh, I know why. We gotta put like HBox container. This HBox container needs to be like the entire width of this thing here, I think. Or at least the giant width of it, at least somehow. This thing can be, I don't care. It can be the full width over here as well. Okay, how do you, we gotta make this thing big. How do you make this thing big? It's like not, oh, it's not in focus. Is it in themes? Where is it? Layout. Layout direction is inherited. Transform is also inherited. Why does this not let me do its thing? I want this to be in a thing. HBox container. I'm pretty sure. Wait. Oh, how do you get this to fill the HBox container? Okay. Godot. How to get inputs or line edit in a HBox container to be full width of what is empty. I don't know. Hopefully I can interpret that. We'll see. Set flags in the inspector. Okay, edit node inside the blah blah blah. Okay, we're on that node. In the inspector, control size flag. Control size flag. Control size. Don't exist. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. What the frick? Set horizontal expand and horizontal fill. Optional broken mode. There we are. Got it. All right. Now let's run this thing. ls. Booyah. pwd. All right. So let's cd out. ls. It don't work. It don't work, guys. So when we want to cd out of the directory, it's not. It's the same issue that we were having before. Same exact issue. You might have less problems if you tried making your terminals in Godot 4. I don't know which one you use, but it looks like 3. No, we're in 3. We're in 4. Yeah, we're in 4.5. So let me look at this though. I'm not gonna throw this one out. This idea isn't. I think it's how this is executing. All right. This doesn't maintain persistence like if we needed to navigate and such. Because all it needs to do is we need to create like a running persistent thing, kind of. I still think it might be better for us to run basically a background shell, so that basically our actual game or application is actually two things. It's a back end and a front end. 1 second, my wife is messaging me. So I think maybe run Godot as admin privilege. Like I wasn't doing any admin needing things at the moment. Like it was LSing. So CD should work as well, I imagine. So any state change like CD blah 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 are lost immediately after the command finishes. That's a limitation of OS. It's stateless. Yep. We don't want to use the OS command. If this AI is correct right here. So yeah, it's our immediate loss after the command finishes that. So this is stateless, meaning it doesn't maintain the state. Use a custom C++ module, aka we're going back to what we had before. I think that could also be another thing if it's limited internally to a thing like that. But I'm pretty sure we don't want to use this because it is stateless. Actually, let me see. Is Godot OS dot execute stateless, or does it maintain its navigation? I'm just googling this. I'm trying to get across a couple AIs. The OS execute function in Godot is not a stateful navigation. It is a method for executing external processes. It does not maintain any navigation state with. I think we can't use OS. Good thing. Yeah, that was a good point out. Good try. Like for just seeing how this works, because this is actually a function I didn't realize it had OS functionality. We're gonna go back to terminal though. That was a fun little like side tangent we just explored though, to like explore if that would be a viable option. It's always good to see what viable options are. All right, there we go. We're back to where we were. So we need to fix a couple things here. Going back to the compile. Back to compile we go. Because think about it this way. You want the shell, the terminal, to be an object, not just a run command. Because, so if we go back to Godot, when we do this is literally a terminal object. This will run a command on that terminal object that's persistent and maintains a state. So we can then be able to like navigate around, we can do some other stuff with it, and it stays the state that we left it. So we do want that kind of state kind of stuff. It's not like that's like an essential thing to creating a terminal emulator. Else you might as well just be running bash commands to just run things all the time. So yeah, that would not be fun. Okay, let's go back to, where were we? All right. No such file or directory. Core variant string.h. Wait. So we're looking at terminal.h. Oops. Let me close that out. Let me see. We're in terminal.h. This is not existent thing. I'm just trying to look between these and just seeing like what is new, what's not new. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna give this thing my error, but then also give it my terminal.h. If you're not using Godot's implementation, either C++ or to have functional shell, Golang be good option. Oh, nice to see you. Or have a good night. Shiba. Is it Shiba? Shiba. Shiba. Sorry, it's so small on my screen. I'm like technically like 3 feet away from my like one thing to be able to read it. Golang. I have never actually used Golang before. What's Golang all about? Should we side tangent this? Actually, let's. I'll revisit that. Let me fix this and recompile. We'll get the recompile going, and we can. Yeah. We can go back to that in a second. Update the your includes in blah blah blah. Okay. So we're updating. That's my Godot, my terminal.h though. This is a great start, building persistent, blah, 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 especially for key improvements. One second. Are we? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Give me all the files all together. I tried making simple shell using Golang and it works great, but if you prefer C++, make it, maybe it's for the best. I think it's mainly that, like, we're not just simply making a shell. We're making an entire front end of a shell. So, like, yeah, we need to build the shell part of it into Godot so we can actually have a persistent shell. So that's a little bit of the difference that we're kind of, like, going for. What is going on? This, I think my, I think my thing is hallucinating. Yeah. It feels like it's hallucinating here. Gosh darn it. Freaking, like, I'm not a pro at C++, so when it's hallucinating, I don't know exactly what I can do. I'm going to start a new terminal thing, and I'm going to be like, hey, this is my terminal. And it'll go, the programming language for roots in C, C++, and Python, so you'll find it familiar since you have background in programming. Yeah, I'm going to dive down that hole in a second. This is my terminal C++ code. Please build me the accompanying terminal.h and register types.h and CPP files and to make this work in Godot. Yes. Please make this work in Godot. Absolutely. Here's the structure. I think it's remembering my previous conversation, isn't it? It's totally remembering my previous conversation. Gosh, freaking screw this freaking thing in the. That don't look right. That don't look right to me. No, actually that one's a little bit better than the previous one. It has me doing I don't like how this is doing. I gotta like show you my AI thing, don't I? It's if you look at it, it's giving me this. It's like using namespace Godot, register methods. That's not how a C++ file is supposed to look, right? It looks off. The terminal.cpp looks wrong. I think it needs to be a built class, right? Question mark? Like, it's not really a built class according to this thing. You're absolutely right. The question, if you're integrating this into Godot using... No. This is what worked before. I don't think this is what we want it to do. Oh, gosh, freaking screw AI. Make... gosh. What do I do to get this thing to think correctly? I'm trying to make a good drill. Okay. There's no need to make a custom module into Godot so I can compile, and this module needs to be able to maintain a state for navigation, send commands, get directory, and maybe more in the future. Please build me the terminal.cpp h and register underscore types. Yeah, I'm vibe coding here, guys. I'm vibe coding so hardcore right now. H scubs or sc sub config files to match. Yeah, I'm just so hard coding, like, or just not hard coding. I'm so just vibe coding this whole project. Oh. You need the config file too there. Did I say config file in there? Yeah. Frickin' AI sucks so bad sometimes. It's just like, no, we don't need to do that. It's like, you suck. Do we trust it? YOLO swing at it. Alright, let's do this thing. There's YOLOing. I'm just gonna YOLO this so hardcore right now. Register types. I'm gonna keep it as is. Keep that as is because I don't think we need to change any of this to make it work. Actually, I think this works just fine. We might need to change these up though. Nope, this is fine. We're not gonna change those two things. We almost never need to. So it should be fine. This should be fine. We should never have to change that. This should be fine. We literally should only have to change these two things. I'm actually just using Copilot because Copilot is built on ChatGPT 3? 4? I don't know. I think it's 4 actually. But can't remember. Gosh, it's just... bleh. Also, I think I've run out of like tokens on ChatGPT for my free account at least, so that could throw a wrench in a lot of things when you don't have the capabilities to do crap. All right, we're just gonna straight up compile this thing. Just where's my thing? Compile. It's compiling. It's compiling. Compile. It's compiling. Oh, we want to look at your Golang thing. Golang. All right, what's Golang all about? Just Go? Oh, it's just Go. Why am I thinking Golang was separate? Here, let's read the Wikipedia for this thing. Alright, guys, Go. High level blah blah blah, statically typed and compiled, and is known for simplicity and syntax and efficiency for development. Blah, 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 blah. There are two major implementations. A front written in C++ called Go Front End, recently used in GCC front end, providing GCC Go GCC blah, 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 blah. Okay. Is Python? Oh, guys, support Wikipedia. Just saying. It's just a little thing there. So is Go like a subdivision of, like, it's basically like somebody like rewriting C++, kind of? That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm kind of looking to see like what these languages are compiled in, basically. Design wants to address criticism of other languages in use at Google, but kept their useful characteristics, typed and runtime efficiency like C, readability and usability like Python. Really? Why have I not been using Go, if that's the case? Let's see some of this. Type, blah, blah, blah. Function, blah, blah, blah. Zero cast bool. All right, so you got like casting of it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Doesn't seem too horribly complicated. Right? Yeah, not too horribly complicated. Why? So why do you use Golang? I'm not like I'm not on the in crowd of understanding how, like, what it's all about. It's kind of like when I'm like, wait, Golang. It's like I feel like you just say Go. Like, I've heard of Go many times before. I've never actually programmed in it to know what it's all about. And hey, look, guys, our thing is done. Let's have fun with this, shall we? So we gotta close out of this. Launching Godot. Our newly compiled Godot is now finally available. Alright, so how do we actually use this thing? Basically, so we have to do a couple things now. So we have to do a persistent thing called basically term dot or onReady, I guess, at onReady. We're gonna do term dot start shell, and then we can then just do, wait, next we identify a term in the class body. Can I not do that in these things? Maybe I could, maybe I just do it in the ready function. Either or, doesn't matter, right? Theoretically. All right, then we can just do term dot send command. Send command that. And then, yeah, should be workable, right? Oh, crashed. Invalid assignment of property text with value of type dictionary on base object of type text blah, 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 stuff. Why? Wait. What did we just build? We did a start shell send command string. Wait, right? Did we build it that way? Yeah, send command string. It should take in a string. It just takes in a string. Oh, it only takes in a string. It's crashed. Okay, we can't mess with it anymore. We have to rerun it to mess with it. Okay, what's going on here? Why was it? Why is it crashing out? How do we use this in Godot? I need to go and do something really quick. Just gotta prep for dinner tonight. Oh, frick, my wife messaged me a couple things. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go and do something, and I'll be back. And then I'm gonna probably close the stream out because my wife is about to get home. Ooh. Alright, I'm back. Give me 1 second. One thing about Go you should know that is it has massive ecosystem, tons of libraries are available, and people love using Go to make terminal apps. That actually sounds very compelling. Oh, fake. My dog's about to like trip over everything. We need to conclude this thing up a little bit. I need to fix this one. Faye, no. All right. We need to fix this. How do we fix this? Invalid assignment of property. Okay. Let me here. Let's AI fix this for me. Fix the issue. Gosh, just freaking copy the error. All right. Let's see. You might get me convinced to try and learn how Go works. I will say that. Actually, it sounds very compelling. I see what's happening here. I see Alright, wait, what's going on? Term.send self.text. That's all we want to send. The format you format the output like a real terminal. You append to the text edit instead of overwriting it. You handle errors gracefully. Wait, so so we send command text, returns result. Oh, it's because we're getting an array as a return result. That's that right. This knows what it's doing. Okay, we gotta clean this up now because frickin' doesn't know how to do. We don't need a comment that says clear input. Literally, self.clear is very self-explanatory. Probably should start at the top, shouldn't we? To like get rid of all the crappy add output module. I don't need to have the add output module. Comments are good when they're meaningful, but when it's like literally the same thing of what your previous, like what your line says, then it's like, why? Like, we're not having people coming to fix this. Oh, whoops. I need to close that. That's what. All right. Okay. Let's run that. Let's try this out. Is this going to work? Is it going to work? LS. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and then I don't know. CD out. L. We have a little bit of stuff to do, but it is working. It is working. Look at that, boys and girls. We have a actual persistent thing now. We did it. We did it. It's maintaining a full thing. Now we need to just, I don't know, do some other stuff. Okay, so right off the bat, we need the self.clear is not working. That's why. I needed it was in the if statement. LS, there we go. PWD, okay. I need it to refocus. It seems when I run something like a LS, you see it's not typable anymore. I have to like press enter again, which sends a command, but we don't want it to send a command. So we need to figure out how to do that bug or fix that bug. I think we'll fix that bug next time. My wife just got home. I want to make sure she's all set and good to go. Make sure she's all groovy. But we have something. We have something. We have a functioning terminal-esque thing. Can I do bash? Possibly. All right. But that is an issue that we'll have to fix next time. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. We mainly do these live streams on weekends. Today was a holiday, so I was able to do it today. So you can expect us to be back on this next weekend. I normally don't live stream during the week because I am working at my day job doing programming, and my brain's already dead and doesn't want to program when I get home. I want to rather do Helldivers. So I'm going to be playing Helldivers tomorrow because the new update's coming out tomorrow most likely. So I don't really live stream that stuff anymore, but hey, if you want to see that live stream, comment on my other channel, my Omega Gibbon channel, and I'll see you all there. And yeah, bye-bye.